convicted over 400 Fulani herdsmen who have besieged the state. We have impounded over 25,000 heads of cattle. Those who pay fine, we release it to them. And those who did not pay, we were able to auction those cattle. That is what the law says. And so this is another phase of ensuring that we secure our land. We are ready to go with them. I'm ready to go to war with those people who have volunteered. These people are not going to be paid. Those volunteer guards, they are community people who are farmers, who are civil servants, who are traders, who have decided that, look, enough is enough. We cannot continue. We must secure our land. And so I want to assure you that I'm involved, my government is involved, and everybody in Benue State is involved, and that is why you see all the traditional rulers here, all the stakeholders in Benue State, the civil servants are here today, and we are ready to wage war against this evil that is coming against.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The herdsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Muhammad Buhari became president. Their rampage has spread not only in the north but also throughout the southern zones of the country. The killings by the herdsmen has led them to be tagged the fourth most dangerous and deadly terrorist group in the world by the World Terror Index. The acting Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu, who was also at the meeting in Kebbi State, added that over 1,000 people have been killed and many more kidnapped in Kaduna. However, he said that this intervention was necessary to bring the criminals to book. The Kebbi State Governor Atiku Bagudu said hosting the meeting in his state shows the seriousness of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in tackling the security challenges in the country. Responding, the president of the association, Alhaji Muhammad Kirua, said the meeting would serve as a foundation for peace between the Fulani headsmen and farmers and among Fulanis themselves. Roots TV, Nigeria.
You must listen to that. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyaram Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attacks. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 US trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. US general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. There were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3, second to Iran.
God began to speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see, the man, the small boy that they call him, what is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology, it's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I told you last time? Huh? I said what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I say, I see a small puppy going forward. All of a sudden, I saw so many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy. Then I saw the puppy look back and saw that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals. This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time, doors are knocked, calls are made. People who are heady are saying we have come down, but these people are not willing to dialogue again. Please, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Dialogue now. Dialogue now. I repeat it again. I'm not an Igbo man, but I'm telling you what I'm shown in the spirit. What? I'm seeing great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, we want to sit on the table, let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying, it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby. It's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. The Bible said, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of God. Please, every authority, there come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of gun, bombs, and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of
of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now. This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now. Because he's going to be the last resultant solution at the end. But when you're asking, when the king come down from his throne and he's saying, I'm ready to talk, and everybody is throwing stone not at you, then you will know that it is important to dialogue with honor and prestige and go out and there is peace in the land.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the program today, live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM, live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1 and 2, live and direct on live streaming app, Enter Biafra live streaming app, both on iOS and Android, live and direct on YouTube, and of course, IPOB Autopilot media platform. I welcome you this evening. I'm coming late, as you can see. This is very late where I am. And because of engagement, meeting upon meeting, I am coming late. Where our condolences goes to the people of Great Britain.
We have just been informed that Queen Elizabeth has passed on. And so our condolences to the people of the United Kingdom. We hope that they can now listen to Biafra. We hope that the United Kingdom can now listen to Biafra people before 2023, or at least by 2023. We hope that United Kingdom will sit down in their parliament and use the pass on of the Queen of England as a celebration of life to listen to the cry of Biafra people. The British supervised the killing of many millions of Biafra children. So, Olusigo, Onabago. We hope that Britain will understand that come 2023, we are ready to fight till Biafra is restored. I want to remind you all that the dragon flag is still on. I want to remind you all that those ignorant and the fake Biafrans that are using Biafra name on social media to say they are following P2B, I want to remind you that they are crying. Their cry have not started. I told you people that they will cry. I told you that before November this year, even P2B will back down. I told you people that the people that are shouting P2B only because they hate Biafra, they will all cry. Today, they are crying. Any place you see them on social media, they are miscreant. They are constituting nuisance. They can't argue with you. All they do is to call you scam, 419, this, that. And we have been hearing that kind of thing for many times, many years, and we are not bothered. In the past, these same people were the one who will call Biafra agitators miscreant. Today, they are crying. So we are going to take Osoji, a different Osoji from the head of the dragon. You know that anytime we come in this form, anytime we appear in this form, I want to inform you today that the criminals in IPOB that we have expelled, those who parade themselves before as the leader or as the leaders of IPOB, the people who expelled, the criminals, starting from the Chinas, Samoru, Chike, Doziem, all of them, the criminals that we have expelled from IPOB. They say they published something called press release. I do not want to be discussing these people, but they keep dragging me. And of course, it is not in every garbage we are going to respond. So they said they made a press release, and in that press release, they said they want to start arresting criminals in Biafra land and prosecuting them. I don't know where they have the government to do that. Of course, we just know that all they do is to seek relevant. So they are putting hand here, hand there, without direction, because they are all criminals and fake. They have come with another one. They say they want to start arresting criminals and prosecuting them. And then I ask myself, the people that don't even have one single village under their care will now arrest criminals and prosecute them. So I want to tell you today that it is not actually they want to arrest criminals. They are the criminals themselves. So I want to tell you today what they plan to do. I want to tell you the plan of the criminals that we have expelled from IPOB. Those who say Mazen Nnamdi Kanu can no longer lead them. I want to inform you that the dragon flag is still high, very, very high, flying all over Biafra. So because dragon is a very significant creature in this movement, we are going to take our oath surgery from the head of the dragon. Those who say that they are going to bring people, I want you to know that if you go and align yourself with the criminals against Biafra, you will go down. We have entered a different stage of this movement. Our focus now is to make sure that we defend Biafra in 2023. Those who are not part of us now, they are going to come as time goes on. I want you all to understand that we have crossed the Rubicon. I saw a comment today on social media where somebody commented on Facebook and called Simon Ekpa a con man. That person is in Finland. He commented on a post made by somebody called Obi West. He called me a con man. I read the comment, I laugh. Tell him that I have seen his comment and I have taken note and the record of the comment, including where he said Simon Ekpa has no property, no nothing in Nigeria. My message to him is that I have heard you and I have taken note of that. Some of them who think that they have one block in their village, they will go on social media and be bragging about it. When you talk about freedom, when you talk about protecting their people, out of envy and jealousy, they talk about somebody they know nothing about. I know that somebody who is close to him is watching me now. Tell him that I have seen his comment, because they never believe that I will go as far as reading comments on social media. I read comments. Tell him that I saw the comment and I have taken note of it. But he must stand as a man to defend his word when I remember him. All right. I want you all to understand, like our leader said, when our leader said we have mountains to climb, our enemies has been defeated. We have defeated all of them. I am telling you the fact. We have defeated all our enemies. I want you to understand that the reason why we are going to leave Nigeria next year, 2023, irrespective of what, is what I'm about to show you now. The following. But before then, let us go to what the criminals that we have expelled in IPOB have done. Let us go there. As they are struggling and struggling to serve the masters that they collected money from to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, they are not going to stop. I want you to see what the criminals in IPOB have resorted to do. The game has changed, says IPOB. They are not IPOB, they are criminals. The entire DOS has been expelled by Biafrans on the 28th of February. These people came, they say, the game has changed, says IPOB. Vow to arrest, prosecute criminals. We are all chasing after criminals in our land. Ask yourself, where is these criminals, or where are these criminals going to prosecute arrested criminals like them? Do they have their own court? Do they even control a village? Do they control one village? Is there any village in Biafra land where these criminals will look and point at today and they say, we are controlling this village. We have our own government. We have our own court. All of them are hiding. All the criminals, they are into hiding. They are into hiding. But what do? They dish out bogus statement just to serve the interest of the Fulanis. They say, they want to start prosecuting. You prosecute criminals in which court? Their career. Because we ended their career. We ended completely their career. For many years, these faceless criminals that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for many years, they give them money. You will not see the money anywhere. I want you to understand that the criminals we have expelled from the Biafra movement are on rampage. And of course, you don't need to understand. The Nigerian media are promoting them. The game has changed, says IPOB. Vow to arrest, prosecute criminals. And You don't need to, Nigeria media shared it. They reported it. Ask yourself, how are these criminals going to prosecute criminals in Biafra land without even having freedom? There is no direction, there is no vision, there is no nothing. This is how they have dealt with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for years. For years. As I am talking to you now, there is no village in the entire Biafra that you will look at and say, this is where we have our government. We don't have government in Nigeria at this moment. We are not terrorists that will go to village and begin to set up parallel government. When we declare Biafra and defend our territory. When we declare Biafra and have our judiciary, have our police, have our everything in place. We can begin to arrest criminals and prosecute them when we declare Biafra. But these criminals, this illiterate nincompoop that we have chased out of the struggle, every time they issue statement is a disgrace to Biafra people. And of course, the people that are sponsoring them, that made them to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, we have been able to make the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu worthless. Very worthless. They continue to gallivant, looking for who to bring to Radio Biafra, looking for who to bring there to come and talk and tell you, of course, those who listen to them, that, oh, this is the people you should listen to. Somebody have to come to tell you, listen to them. They are not and they can never arrest Fulani. But let me tell you what they want to do. That is why the dragon is out. I want to tell you what they want to do. They say they are going to be arresting criminals. There is no criminals they are going to arrest. What they want to do is to replicate what transpired during the Anambra election. Anambra election. They want to begin to give guns to their criminals to go after ESN. They want to go after ESN. They collect money to go after ESN. Anybody that collect gun from them in the name of coming to look for ESN in the name of a Bubago, just go and write your will and say your last prayer, because you will never succeed. Everything in Biafra land will work against you. So I want to explain exactly what they actually meant by this particular statement that the Nigerian media are sponsoring. They have seen how resolute we are that there will be no election. They have seen how serious we are that Biafra will come next year. I was even told that the Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait, the murderer and criminal, China Sanworu in Kuwait, is laughing. How can somebody who is not even, who have not even spent years in the struggle will come to say Biafra is coming next year? Don't listen to him. It's not possible. Biafra cannot come next year. These are the people who have collected your money for years in the name of fighting for Biafra freedom. As I'm talking to you today, there is nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing to show for it. And when we stop them from getting that money, they are all running mad. They hear the autopilot to say that Biafra will come in 2023. They are panicking and they are crying. And you ask yourself, what is then their problem? For many years, they shout Biafra. When somebody come to say Biafra is coming, they start cry. They cry like babies. They pray, the Biafra will not come. Let the Biafra not come so that we will shame Simon Ekpa. Oh, Biafra must not come. We are going to fight against the ESN so that Biafra will not come. Come and fight ESN. If you have the balls. I got Bapelunu movie. Of course, you know what? You know the python you fed. You feed the python. The python has grown. Come and fight ESN. So I want to inform Biafrans today, for those of you who are going to become victims, they will come and tell you, come, we are recruiting ESN, because you know they continue to parade themselves that they're still in contact with ESN. They have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with ESN. But some of you will be deceived. Oh, come, we are recruiting. Come and take oath. Your oath you are taking from these criminals in DOS, expel DOS. The oath you are going to take is the oath you are going to use to fight against ESN. Is the oath you are going to use to cause chaos. So the oath will first of all strike you down. N'ihu ọgụ. N'ihu ọgụ, unu ga-ada. They say Biafra cannot come in 2023. How can Biafra come? And so you are going to be person they are going to use to come to disrupt ESN. You will go down. We are entering, or we have already entered the liberation phase of Biafra. So the question I want to ask you, if you go to northern Nigeria, the bandit there, they have set up the parallel government in the north. These people, for many years, all they do is to embezzle money. All they know is about money, 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 money. So anybody that comes with a genuine mind to do anything, they think the person is doing the same thing. The person is doing something. They say, oh, you are the person. How can the person say Biafra is coming and you believe him? How can the person say Biafra is coming and you believe him? There is no court of IPOB in Biafra land. There is no police of IPOB in Biafra land. We do not control any territory, as in controlling or setting up parallel government, not at this time, but the day we are going to declare Biafra, we are going to do that. We continue to struggle. Their struggling now is not about Biafra. Their struggling now is for the Nigerian newspaper to always announce them. All they are interested in is to give out press statement. Faceless press statement for the Nigerian media to announce them. We have, that time is over. That time is over. And so therefore, I want to give warning to those who may be deceived into joining them. Soludo said, the repentant one have joined and they killed the double lion. You hear the story of how they killed the double lion? If it is military, Nigeria army, that killed double lion, it would have generated a lot of backlash. Believe me, just like Ikonso. just like in Kosovo, it would have generated a lot of backlash. So what do? The Soludo government and the sellout Fulani servers and stooge in Biafra land have decided to use you that will be recruited to fight against ESN. The military don't have the might again. The military don't have the power again. The military don't have even the morale again to fight Biafra people. So out of envy and jealousy and wickedness against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to call you, come, I want to recruit you to ESN. You are not being recruited. Anything recruitment from the DOS criminals have nothing to do with ESN. You are being recruited as a government killer squad to be used against ESN. So if you take up that assignment, consider yourself going to God at the end of the day, because you will not survive it. Not in Biafra land. Let us now focus on the Fulani and the Nigeria government, how they roll. Before we go into this exposition, I want to give a background of what we are trying to avoid. So come with me to this journey of exposition to know what we are trying to avoid and why we must leave Nigeria as soon as possible.
There was a time when Afghanistan was a modern state. Faith was a private matter, burqas were optional, women and men could travel together. Right next door, Iran was not far behind. It was at par with the Western world. Women could step out without a veil, even meet men at public places. But the Iran and Afghanistan of today are a lot different. Today, hijab is mandatory. Western clothing is frowned upon. Clerics dictate societal norms. Religious police patrols the streets. Civil rights are all but non-existent. What happened in these countries? They came under the Sharia law. Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay and I come to you with arguably the most controversial concept in the world, the concept of Sharia. It's back in the news after the Taliban took over Kabul. They plan to rule Afghanistan under the Sharia law, under the Taliban's version of the Sharia law. What does that mean? What will change in Afghanistan? What place does the Sharia have in this day and age? How many people in the world follow it? Why is it so controversial? Why does the world fear it will take Afghanistan further back in time? We've spoken to a lot of scholars and experts to put this report together. We'll try to answer all these questions, starting with the first question: what is the Sharia? To many, the word conjures horrors of hands being cut off, of adulterers being beaten, and women being oppressed. In fact, no religious law has ever had worse press as the Sharia has in recent times. Why is that so? Thanks to the misrepresentation, manipulation, and misuse of the Sharia. By whom? Islamic regimes, politicians, clerics, radicals, terrorists. They've all used the Sharia to rule in the name of God. So
that is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Terrorists, Boko Haram, Atiku Abubakar, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidency, all of them have used Sharia to rule Nigeria. And recently, they are killing people. They call them blasphemies. The same doctrine, the same thing Boko Haram is fighting for, the same thing Bandit is fighting for, the same thing Mayete Allah is fighting for. And that is why I have said there is no Muslim Northerner or a Northerner from Muslim, from a Muslim from Northern Nigeria will ever go against Boko Haram in reality, because exactly what they are fighting for is this particular way of life. Chopping off hand, killing people, stoning them to death by blasphemy. And as I'm talking to you today, in the 12th northern state, it is the law. Sharia is something the Taliban is bringing to Afghanistan. I want you to listen to this.
Coming back to the question, What is the Sharia? Well, there is no clear definition. Different people understand and apply the Sharia in different ways. But if we put the broad concepts together, this is what a definition would sound like. The Sharia is Islam's legal and spiritual system, both divine and philosophical. Divine because it is said to be God's will for humankind. Philosophical because it is based on the human understanding of what that divine will is. In Arabic, the Sharia translates to the clear, well-trodden path to water. The human interpretation of Sharia is called the fiqh, which literally means understanding. Now, these terms are used interchangeably, but they're not the same. Sharia is considered divine, permanent, infallible, but its understanding is human. It's a set of rules put together by Muslim scholars over the centuries. These rules have been drafted and applied to suit those in power. Where do the rules come from? Three sources: the Quran, which is Islam's holy book, the Sunnah, which is basically the deeds of Prophet Muhammad, and the Hadith, the sayings of the Prophet. There's a range of other sources to work out how God wants Muslims to live. There is no single law book, no definite statute, no set judicial procedure to determine what the Sharia is. It's really a vast collection of different, often conflicting interpretations. These interpretations gave birth to 5 schools of thought, 5 legal schools of Sharia. And you must know this. There are different kinds of Sharia, you would say. Hanbali, Maliki, Shafi'i, Hanafi. These 4 belong to Sunni Islam. The 5th is a Shia version of Sharia. It's called Jafri. All 5 of them are named after theologians and jurists, the men who interpreted Islamic texts. Hanbali school is the smallest and strictest of them all. Primary source is Saudi Arabia and Qatar. It also has significant followers in these countries. The Maliki Sharia relies mostly on independent understanding of the Quran. It is predominant African nations, the whole of West Africa, along with Chad, the Sudan, and Kuwait. The Shafi school of Sharia relies on consensus over understanding of the Quran, and this is where it followed East Africa and Southeast Asia, and countries like Somalia, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Lower Egypt, Djibouti, the Maldives, Indonesia, and small communities in Malaysia. We have the Hanafi school, the earliest, the most flexible version. It relies on consensus and independent reasoning. The Hanafi school has the largest number of followers, approximately 1/3 worldwide. They live in Turkey, Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh. And then we have the Jafri school of thought, followed only by Shia Muslims. It is enshrined in the constitution. It also has a lot of followers in Iraq and small the world over. So we have 5 different versions of the Sharia. How are they different? Not in terms of faith, but in their practice. They're in how they pray, how they resolve legal matters, how they settle marital disputes, how they deliver punishment for certain crimes. And this is understandable because no religion is uniform. But the problem begins when religion is mixed with governance.
I want you all to understand when religion mix with governance. Let us listen to how that happens when religion mix with governance. When religion mix with governance.
Many Muslims who embrace the Sharia as an institute, that's where the problem lies. The Sharia was just supposed to be a way of living, be associated with political power. When Europeanism began to spread, the crown and the church came together. The church was used to further the rulers. The same thing happened in Muslim kingdoms. And while European nations later separated the church from the state, many countries did not. France, Britain, and other European powers had colonized much of West Asia, Africa, and Asia. When they left, leaders of the newly formed Muslim majority countries faced a dilemma. Should they govern based on previous Islamic values, or should they embrace laws inherited from colonial rule? Well, they chose the Sharia as the basis of their legal justice system. And this gave birth to all kinds of theocracies, hardline and moderate. Countries like Algeria, Libya, Egypt, the Sudan, Syria, Iraq, Oman, Yemen, Pakistan, they all had the Sharia. Even countries which were not colonized by the West adopted the Sharia. In 1932, Saudi Arabia was formed as a theocratic monarchy. Islamic Revolution. Until then, it was a secular monarchy. After the revolution, the clerics took power in an Islamic republic. Then in 1996, the Taliban seized power in Afghanistan, made it a terror regime based on the Sharia. What makes this law acceptable in some countries and horrific in others? Its understanding and implementation. Some countries enforce the most discriminatory and patriarchal aspects of the Sharia. They selectively picked certain verses from the Quran and legalized draconian practices like polygamy, talaq, genital mutation. They also enforced rules that had little or no basis in Islam. Research shows that most of these punishments were not sanctioned in the Quran, they were not practiced by the Prophet. Yet today, they've been made the highlights of the Sharia. They're being used to dictate daily lives of Muslims the world over. A lot of the followers do not understand this. They just stubbornly uphold ignorant and unjust practices. The big victims of this are women. Does God judge differently based on gender? For many clerics, it does. Despite the fact that women worked and fought alongside the Prophet. In some countries, women cannot step out in a abaya or a veil, but men can dress the way they want. Women cannot stand for president, but men can govern for a lifetime. Women cannot choose to have an abortion, but men are allowed to have 4 wives. Women cannot travel without a male guardian. Women cannot drive. Women cannot retain custody of their children after divorce. And they receive half of what is awarded to their brothers in inheritance. The list of restrictions on women in the name of God is appalling. And the Sharia's misuse does not end there. It is cited to justify what they call the conquest mindset, to wage wars in the name of Islam, especially by terror outfits who portray themselves as more faithful than other Muslims. They use religious scholars in their ranks to make finely crafted arguments, to use religion as a pretext to perpetrate violence. They exploit people who have little understanding of Islam. They recruit them as foot soldiers to fight their politically motivated wars. Some join them in the name of faith, some in the name of their land, some for a good paycheck, and some because they're just murderous. But this is not the Sharia. Let me tell you something else. A lot of damage has been done in the name of religion by people from all faiths, by people from all cultures. That's true for the Sharia too. Yet it remains a way of life for 1.8 billion followers of Islam in more than 57 countries. Does that make it acceptable? Who decides? And in which form? Here's what I think. All things, including religion, must evolve with time. If some practices are outdated, they must end. Religious law may not have a place in modern nation states governed by a constitution. If the Sharia's interpretation and practice clashes with today's way of life and social structures, then perhaps it's time for revision and reflection rather than resentment.
If the Sharia clashes with a modern constitution or the way of life, just like it is clashing in Nigeria. When people are being stoned to death in 2022 and is being supported by presidential candidates, those who have businesses in the Western world. Atiku Abubakar supported the recent killing of Deborah. Now, when religion clash with politics and governance, I want us to listen to this. Come and read with me. Come and read with me. I want you to understand the injustice that is happening in Nigeria and the reason why Biafra is breaking away next year, 2023. And we are going to fight. I am saying it now so that you will all be getting prepared and ready. Now, when religion clashes with governance, you are going to be reading a news like this. Train attack. How terrorists fooled Buhari government. Garba Shehu. Because the terrorists are the same ideology with the Nigeria federal government. That is why they can give the terrorists the hand to fool them. And they come to Nigerian news media to inform you, the Malus, to inform you, the P2Bs, that terrorists fool the government. Terrorists fool the #1 citizen of Nigeria. Terrorists fool the government. If a terrorist can fool them, you can imagine what is going on behind the scene. So let us read how the terrorists fool them. They say the terrorists who attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train in March and abducted scores of hostages fooled the Nigerian government. Entire government of Nigeria, they are not ashamed to announce that terrorists fooled them to meet its demand, but failed to release the hostages as promised. A media aide to the president, Garba Shehu, admitted during an interview. Yet, these criminals are fighting against ESN. They said, Mr. Shehu told BBC Hausa, you know, that is where all the truth from the northern Nigeria, if you want to, of course, you cannot speak Hausa now, you don't hear Hausa. So those who don't hear Hausa, far to you. You must hear Hausa to be able to know the truth of what is happening in Nigeria. Some of you are no longer, you can't hear Hausa, you don't know what is going on. So they will always go to BBC Hausa and tell them the truth, because they are not talking to you. They are talking to northern Muslims. They are not representing Nigeria. They represent the northern Muslims. Now, they say Mr. Shehu told BBC Hausa, he did not tell BBC Pidgin. He did not tell BBC Igbo. He did not tell BBC English. BBC Hausa, as if everybody in Nigeria understands Hausa. But when they want to talk about the national issue, they go to Hausa speaking TV and radio. The day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted and renditioned to Nigeria, the same thing they did. Malami started addressing Hausa people because he forgot that Nigeria, they don't speak Hausa. Hausa is not official language of Nigeria. But Malami was addressing Hausa people. Now, Mr. Shehu told BBC Hausa that the government met the demand of the terrorists. Ask yourself, what is the demand? Which includes the release of their wives and children from custody. But the terrorists failed to meet their own side of the deal. They released the wife and children from the custody. Mr. Shehu said one of those released was the wife of one of the leaders of the terror gang, who recently gave birth to a set of twins at a health facility. Terrorists demanded they gave birth to health facilities. The government also released 7 children of the members of the terrorist gang as demanded, but they reneged in releasing the train passengers, Mr. Shehu said. You can imagine what is going on. After the relative of the terrorists were released from custody, the government flew them from Adamawa, where they were detained, to handed them over to the terrorists. Despite this, Mr. Shehu said the terrorists refused to release the train passengers. Instead, they asked for ransom. Are you hearing? They know where the terrorists are. They handed the women over to the terrorists, yet the terrorists wanted for ransom. Mr. Shehu said the government is unwilling. Added that 31 of the passengers are still being held in captivity despite the effort of the government in meeting the demand of the abductors. I want you people to understand the impunity that is going on here. It is not easy. Terrorists the government is the terrorists themselves. They sponsor them, they give them information, they aid them and do everything for them. You understand? It didn't end here. It didn't end here. Let us read. They continued. The hostage who were released reportedly paid millions before they were released. A newspaper publisher, Tukumanu, who negotiated the release of some of the hostages, also denied knowledge of ransom payment. Lies. Lies. Everywhere. Mr. Manu said he does not know if the relative of the hostage paid a ransom before they were released. Mr. Manu has also withdrawn as lead negotiator for the release of the captive due to the threat to his life, personal integrity, and the lack of support from the federal government. And we were told that he was arrested. I don't know whether it was, we got information that somebody who negotiated the release of the hostages was arrested on his way to Holy Land, to Mecca or something like that. I don't know whether he's the one, so you people can correct me, because I come across a news like that. Somebody say we should turn off the comment section. Let us see how it goes. Turn off the comment section. Let us go there. Because the interruption is too much with this spam comments and others. Here we go. A moment. Here we go. He said, yes, he is the one. So he is the one who was arrested. All right, so I was right. They say they prevented him from traveling to the Holy Land. So I was right. Let us go there. As the jihad continue, I want you people to understand what is going on. They are building empire. They are building the empire. If you don't know that, you know it now. Nigeria, the oil in Nigeria is in Biafra land. But look at, Nigeria signed MOU to import fuel from Niger Republic that do not have gas. Niger Republic don't have oil. This Fulani government laid pipeline from Niger Delta all the way to Niger Republic. They built refinery in Niger Republic, and they are going to be buying fuel from Niger Republic that don't have oil. After they did it, they called Tompolo, and they made agreement with Tompolo and gave Tompolo oil pipeline contract as a guard. Tompolo is in the Niger Delta. They laid pipeline under the watch of Tompolo, and that pipeline goes from Tompolo's domain all the way to Niger Republic. And from Niger Republic, Nigeria will now buy oil and gas from Niger Republic, and Tompolo will be the one to guide the pipeline. Are you seeing the, are you seeing the thing? I want you people to understand that anybody that did not support Nigeria disintegration or Biafra coming to 2023, you are not a human being. You are not a human being. Let us read it. Nigeria signed MOU to import fuel from Niger Republic. Their own fuel, Nigeria own fuel, to be imported from Niger Republic. The fuel will leave Niger Delta, go to Niger Republic through pipe, and then after that, the money goes to Niger Republic, and they will buy the fuel, and they will now, the economy of Niger Republic will, because they want to use this, you see, the reason why this whole thing is happening is that I want you people to understand one thing. The initial plan. The initial plan is to take over Nigeria, and their target is in the oil-rich region of Niger Delta, as they claim. And that is why America say terrorists are looking for safe haven in Nigeria. That what they want is to lay their hand on the natural resources. And if that happens, America will be under serious threat. European Union will be under serious threat if the terrorists succeed in taking over the oil. Now, that is not happening because of the agitation for Biafra. So what do? They say, don't worry, we know what to do. Is it not the oil? We are going to lay pipeline from Niger Delta to Niger Republic, and we don't care about you anymore. The oil will be going through the pipeline and will appear in Niger Republic, and we don't have business with you in Ijoland anymore. All they do is to carry stomach and walk around, carry gun and AK-47 to demand for pipeline guard. It's unbelievable. So let us read exactly how this MOU come to stay. Look at them. Nigeria government, through the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, has signed Memorandum of Understanding with the government of Niger Republic for petroleum product importation. Their own product, it is all to empower Fulani nation. According to a statement released by the ministry, Suraz refinery in Zinda, Niger Republic, has an installed refining capacity of 20,000 barrels per day, compared to the nation's 500 BPD domestic requirement. Are you hearing it? They are telling you now that Niger Republic refinery have capacity to refine blah, blah, blah. And this is Nigeria. Nigeria, the same Fulani government built this refinery in Niger State. You should ask yourself a question. Why is Niger Republic building refinery? Do they have fuel? Do they have gas? The answer is no. Nigeria Fulani government built it. It is all to build the Fulanization of Nigeria, and they are connecting it. I want you to understand the impunity that is happening. BIAFRALAND have nothing to show because Fulani have taken over everything. I want you to understand that it didn't end here. In every sector of Nigeria economy, we are being disenfranchised. Do you want to know about passport? Do you want to know the situation of passport? Let me show you. Some of you don't know what you are into in Nigeria. So we need to be making this exposition for you to understand the reason why you must get very angry and support Biafra come 2023. That is the reason why I'm doing this, nothing else. When it comes to passport, Nigeria passport, Northern Nigeria pay lesser than you from the South. The country is divided. They favor those with Sharia. They favor those who have accepted Sharia law. And they disenfranchise you who are Christians in the South. So, and they want to give you reason why it is like that. So are we going to read the reason why Northern Nigeria pay less to process passport immigration? Are you aware of this? Are you aware that if you are in the Northern Nigeria, you pay less to process Nigeria national passport? You are not aware of that. Okay, today you are aware. Now let us go and read. They are now giving you reason why Northern Nigeria pay less to process passport immigration review. Let us know why. Why Northern Nigeria pay less to process passport immigration? This is coming following the backlash the agency received on social media. So it is only when there is a backlash on social media, then they will now come to explain. The people you say you have elected to go to National Assembly to stop the Fulani from removing or reducing the money in the passport for Northern Nigeria and increasing the money for passport in the Southern Nigeria, the people are not talking. You said elect somebody to go there, go to Abuja, elect, talk to your senators, talk to her. They are not talking. It is still you who elected them that go to social media to start ranting on social media, and they are not responding, and I want to tell you the reason. In the South, the booklet of passport is not even available. So let us read their reason. But we have senators, so this particular backlash is not coming from your representative. It's not coming from any of your leader. It's not coming from your governor. It's not coming from your House of Assembly. It's not coming from neither of those people. It is still you. You, the mumus. This is coming following the backlash the agency received on social media after it was revealed that Nigerians in the South pay more to process the Nigeria passport than their northern counterpart. Are you people hearing it? Because all of you in the South are threat to Fulanis. The alleged disparity, a quick check on the immigration website revealed a large disparity, very large one, between the amount a typical applicant from Kaduna State would pay compared to an applicant from Ekiti State. Are you listening? In one of the image that trended online on Thursday, September 1st, 2022, an applicant in Kaduna between the age of 0 to 17 is expected to part with a total of 10,750 naira only for a 32-page passport with 5-year validity. However, an applicant from Ekiti State requesting for a passport with the same specification is expected to pay 25,000 naira booklet fee alone. Are you people hearing me? 25,000 over 100%. Now, this is Ekiti State in BIAFRALAND. In BIAFRALAND, I was told that they are now collecting up to 60,000. Please, at least somebody told me that the passport now in BIAFRALAND is up to 60,000. That is if you get, they don't even have the booklet. So I want people that are watching me now to comment and tell me how much did you hear last time that the passport? 62,000. Thank you very much. In Biafra, these people did not compare Biafra. They compared the Ekiti State. In Biafra, it is 62,000. It's already a very wicked economic jihad. This is the one you know. Somebody say, I pay 70,000. I am telling you, up to 70,000. But in the northern Nigeria is 10,750. And you say you are a Nigerian, and you are supporting P2B, and you say you are from the south. So P2B will now go and say, okay, North should be paying 70,000 if the Biafra people are paying 70,000 for passport. And it is going to go through the whoever that is making the law. The question you should be asking yourself, where are your leaders in the southeast and the south and in the entire southern Nigeria? Where are those leaders? Those who say they want to bring change. Those who say their party, you must vote their party. Where are the governors? For them to come and tell you and explain to you, how can you be in Nigeria and the price is over 1,000% in some region? In Yoruba land, 25,000. In Biafra land, 60 to 70,000 for the same part. Have you seen it? So when we say we are going to fight the next year, and if you are not ready, just leave Biafra land so that we are going to fight, and I will finish fighting, you come back and face your fight. This disparity cut across several states in the north and southern part of the country, as seen in the screenshot circulated online, promoting allegation of discrimination by some Nigerians. Immigration now died, reacting to the development of the IS in a series of tweets on its official Twitter page on Thursday, explained the cause of the disparity. So let us hear the cause of the disparity. The statement are credited to the Comptroller General of the agency, Issa Jere Idris. Did you hear the name? Did you hear the name of the Comptroller? The name is Issa Jere Idris, a Fulani. Described the allegation of discrimination as laughable. Are you hearing me? This allegation is laughable and pedestrian because the agency doesn't consider the applicant state of residence before issuing passport. That is the response, though. Let us read whether there is anything very important, whether they are going to say we are collecting this amount or not. He said the reason for the difference is in price was because the Nigerian immigration is currently running two passport regime concurrently. God. They are running two passport regime. So why are they running a different passport regime in the south? Electronic passport and enhanced electronic passport. So for that reason, which one is the south using now then that make it 60,000 in Biafra land? Which one are you using in the south that make it 70,000 in Biafra land? Which one are you using in the south in the Yoruba land that make it 25,000 in Yoruba land? So I want you to understand the impunity. The agency explained that while some passport center like Ikoyi, Festac, Kano, Port Harcourt, Gwagwalada were immediately migrated to the enhanced electronic passport regime, most of the states in the north are still operating on the electronic passport regime, hence the price disparity. You want to do something in your country and it is available in some places and then it is not available in some places and then you are bragging about it. You're giving it as an example. So if it is not spread across Nigeria, why do you unveil it? By the way, did you people notice that since we restricted the comment section that this broadcast has been stable? I just want you to, to notice that. Some of you watching me, I want you to notice that since we restricted the comment section to only members, did you notice that you have not asked me to refresh? I want you to comment, our Zoo alumni. Do you notice that you have not asked me to refresh? That is the reason why we have that membership, because all those who are member are the people that are really, of course, some people want to be member, but they don't know how to be a member. But the majority of the people that are coming here to attack the page, they come and attack. So when it comes to become a member to comment, they are not going to do that, because some of them, Zoo is not even paying them. Some of them, the criminals, are not paying them again. So they come here on their own. So they cannot use €2 or $2 to be a member to make sure that our broadcast goes smoothly. I am telling you the fact. They can't do it. So, but immediately we remove the restriction now. Some of them can pay. Some of them can pay to actually come. But if we see them and they are a member and they are commenting rubbish that is going to bring spam to the broadcast, we are going to block them. And they will go away, block them with their membership. Now, it's like immediately I got it, they send the Google from Google. It's like they are watching and listening to me, because immediately I'm talking about it. I even will say magic. Let me juju me that. Let me juju me that. This one I juju now. I complete juju with this. All right. So because we came very late today, and we didn't come on time, it is better that we come than not coming at all. And we have been able to make our exposition today. Remember, our leader is going to court, and we are expecting that the sit at home is there, and we are going to continue to sit at home until further notice. So we are going to take calls today, and we are going to end this broadcast exactly 2 hours. Exactly 2 hours, we are going to end the broadcast. So we're going to receive calls. We are going to receive calls. Our line is open for you to call so that we are going to hear you. Here we go. The line is on. There we go. We are receiving calls now. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Good morning from here.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. Any question? Go ahead with 2 minutes.
Peter Obi nwanza nọ na-akwụ elewe ya dị ọdịka aka nne ya ya okwu nwere ịgwa Peter Obi nwanza nọ na-akwụ elewe ya ọdịka aka nne ya.
Yes.
Peter Obi onye ọ chọrọ ịwụ amana m ka Peter Obi chọrọ ịwụ onye a mmadụ onye riri akwa ọkụkọ lewe onwe ya n'ibu amana m ọkụkọ yiri akụ eyi nke ọha ama ka Peter Obi ga-eje efili n'ọnya nwa ga-awụ the Lord of Nigeria. With hearing and going to lose every day. Insurgency. With insurgency, as if I say, erepụrụ nwaanyị egburu nwaanyị n'ugbo okele ekemere enwe vidio na-eplay gị see what happened to Enugu Ezike Fulani cow eating cross of people in their farm. That's vegetable life one small thing.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, I saw it.
I'm 2 weeks or 2 months cross already wine in the mad crow. Wine jam, wine issue Jojo. That thing, all these things, the people big are here, everybody know that GDP. Everybody know that GDP Nigeria. I'm a people with the GDP. Oh, why you think we are going to get it? I'm a be this idea, all Britain in the brain of GDP.
Of course, I am cross going on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let us give another person the opportunity to talk. Because even I want to say one on here now. When those are coming, go ahead. With Onya? Okay. Okay. All right. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will get it. So, okay. Go chana. Konyo zabata. I'm asking you to about us also go again. Kuno. Only also get put in on the time I draw. Udo. All right, Anthony, great. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. MSA, do you know that P2B is putting the lives of Biafrans at risk by participating in this fraud called selection? Of course, and that is one of the reasons why we are not going to, allow anything like that to happen. Kinsley, Obidima, welcome to the Bronze Fan membership. We appreciate you for joining the membership. At least your comment is not those who are coming here to cause problem. Welcome to the program.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hey, thank God, thank God. Hi. The qualities. Hey.
Oh yeah, talk. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. So please, I'm reaching you on WhatsApp. I want to tell you that I want to send for a CV application, but I'm sending message that you are not receiving message on WhatsApp.
Why would you send me message? Why would you send me message? There is address where you can send your message to now.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it.
How can you not know how to do it? The email address is there. So go to the email address that attached to the thing and send it there.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. All right. You're welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning from here. Good evening. Can you listen to your phone, please?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right, please. I just want to give some reports concerning this Fulani herdsmen in Enugu, especially the Ezeagu side. Because why I'm saying this is because even some of the elders and the king, they are contemplating either to involve the Fulani, the Biafran security something, in order to avoid the problem. Their crops always being eaten by this Fulani.
Are you from there?
I'm not from there, but my mother is from there, so it's like my grandmother's place, and they cry a lot about that.
So you know that they are crying about that.
Yes. Sir.
So why would they be crying about that? Are they not part of Biafra? Are they not part of Biafra movement? So there is nobody in in what we are doing from Ezago that they are complaining and crying?
And he said that if we notice anywhere they are planning to such thing, we should just let you know.
Exactly. So I am asking now. So if they are crying, does it mean that nobody from Ezago that is that's part of Biafra movement, for them to have know what to do and where, how to channel the complaint so that this will be done? So on Ezago, so the hand. Okay, so which side of Ezago are you talking about?
Okay,
Omashi.
Yes, Omashi and Iwolo. They are very close to this Amansi. And they are the Fulani.
Omashi and they will. All right. So I believe your point has been noted, and we are going to look into that.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
May God bless you for us.
There we go.
All right, sir.
Good evening and welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the program. Good morning.
Oh, Yendeba.
There
PayPal, super chats.
It's in the PayPal, info@ekpa.fi now. Of your banner. Info@ekpa.fi. When you PayPal is one.
Okay, I can direct na super chat.
Okay, I don't know. I think maybe there is some issue there. So, but PayPal, info@ekpa.fi now. Our PayPal.
Okay. So what do you
There we donation and fundraising is coming. The most important one. Yes, okay. There we. No kwa. Iye kwana ha topic. All my content keep you now. Asina have onye malama na their families. You got to go. So what can I do? Thank you very much. Thank you. No. Oh my goodness. Thank you, mother. All right. Welcome to the program. Good evening, good morning from here.
Hi, this is Dave from United States. How are you doing?
I'm all right, and you?
Yeah, I'm good. I just want to ask you a very quick question.
Go ahead.
Do you think that next year and declare Biafra is going to kind of like go well?
Yes.
Do you think so?
Yes. I believe not just think so. I believe so. What I believe so, not thinking. I believe so.
Okay. Do you believe that Niger Delta is carried along?
Well, it depends on what even in Biafra territory, like the hinterland of Biafra. If you begin to look at that from that context of carrying along, P2B will not be running around for president today. So everybody must not agree at this point. You understand what I mean?
I'm asking you these questions, yeah.
So we have, yes, the other part of Biafra is being carried along. for those who want to be part of it at this point. But as time goes on, when they see the seriousness, when those who are hanging on the side, on the fence, see the seriousness what we're going to put in, I believe that nobody will want to stay back in Nigeria. Because everybody just, most of these people that have not joined us now, they don't want to take the risk because of the uncertainty. You understand what I mean?
I understand a lot of people. I understand a lot of people don't want to stay back in Nigeria.
Yes.
But I have some concerns. I've done my research.
Okay.
I'm a very, I'm a detailed person, and I do things with target. You know what I'm saying? So, and this year, I understand you said there will be no election. I already understand that. I mean, like, we already on ground, kind of like, there's not just such it's going to happen, but not with your guys, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm asking you some questions now, because there are a lot of people on ground. You know that they've contracted Tom Polo to take out the pipeline. Forget about Tom Polo. I understand that Tom Polo can be, you know, he's a part of Niger Delta, so any shit comes up, you know, he's going to be on that side. But now, my question, that's why I'm asking you, they put it for this question, because I know the majority of Niger Delta, where I came from, I know what they believe in, I know what they want, and I know how they want what they want. For example, any day that Niger Delta boys kind of like flag, that will be the end of Nigeria, especially if the Benin is carried along, which is the Edo state. But if the Edo is not carried along, it's going to be dangerous.
Okay, now do you know one thing I'm going to tell you? Yes. I'm going to tell you that we have swept the entire Niger Delta, the people that matters in this whole thing. Of course, you know, some people will feel that if you don't come to them, you have not made any move. Okay, but I'm telling you now that yeah, but I'm telling you now, authority.
If anything is happening, I'm telling you, Niger Delta indigenous. I know what I'm talking about.
If you see, I am not concerned. No, listen to me. I am not concerned about what you as individual may feel or the information you have. You are entitled to that opinion. But if I will be concerned if you tell me that if that time comes, they are not going to leave Nigeria, then I'll be concerned. So, but if the people you are talking with, maybe they are not part of us yet, and then they are, you know, having that understanding that they don't want to be part of Nigeria, I'm okay with that. For the fact that they don't want to be part of Nigeria. So when we get to that bridge of them saying they don't want to be part of Nigeria, then we are going to listen to what they want to be part of. So when we get there, we cross it. Now, I'm not interested in whether they are being carried along or not, because we carry a lot of people along. Can I explain to you? Can I answer you, please? We carry a lot of people along in the coastal region. And we have ESN in the entire coastal region. Now, and there are many people that you may not even know, or many people that you may also know that is part of our security from coastal region, ex-militant and even current militant. We have been able to unite many of them together. You don't know that. And this is the second time I'm making this pronouncement publicly. So I am telling you now that I am not bothered. I'm not bothered about what the people you know are thinking. But I will be bothered if you tell me that they will be part of Nigeria. Then I will say, okay, now we have a problem. But for the fact that they don't want to be part of Nigeria, and I have used P2B to give you example, that you don't expect everybody to buy your idea of Biafra at this point. That is why P2B is running. That is why all the governors are shouting and talking about election. So let us deal with the fact we have first. What is the challenges we have? We have to stop the election. After stopping the election, what is the next step? The next step is to stand and defend it. So whatever comes from the people that you know, we are going to follow it that way when that time comes.
Now, yes, hit ahead. Now, you wouldn't like that the Southern Nigeria turned weapons against themselves. Would you like that?
I don't understand. Would I like what?
Would would you like that the Southern Nigeria that's supposed to be fighting for a common cause turn weapons against themselves when they're supposed to be fighting for a common cause?
If that is what do you mean by every country that fought for freedom sometimes turn against themselves? Are you aware of that?
My question is,
I am asking you, it is part of the game. So if we get to that bridge, we cross it. But I'm telling you now, do you know that Finland? No, listen to me. We are following what we call if in law they say jurisprudence, the process. In this Finland, which is a civilized country, when they fought and got their independence from Russia, they turned against themselves. Today, they are one of the best countries in the world. So it is turning against each other is something that Nigeria has implanted in us. So we are trying as much as possible to minimize the turning against each other. But if that is going to be happen, that's going to be happen. But we're going to solve it.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm taking your time because I like to really understand some certain points.
No, I allow people who want to ask very important questions to stay. That's why I allow you to be talking. You know, other people, I give them 2 minutes. But because you are asking important question, and to some people, it may be difficult question, and some of them want to hear. So I want you to ask those questions, because when you come and sound like this, I really want you to ask the question so that I will answer you. And now, like I've said,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You're the one talking. When I ask you, you talk for a long time.
I have to, because you know the answer. Listen, the answer to that kind of question is not a one-way thing. I have to explain.
Okay. What I'm telling you now, are you aware that Nnamdi Kanu has a target? Are you aware that he already delegated some certain assignments at every interval what should come on board? I spoke with Kanu's lawyer, all right, and I asked him to talk to him while in prison, and I said, I don't want to say all these things on air right now.
You don't. There is nothing you are coming here to tell me. Listen to me. There is nothing you are coming here to tell me about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. When he come out, I'm going to listen to him.
I'm not telling you Kanu is good.
So don't bring it. So don't bring it here. Don't bring it. Ask me a question. Ask me a question, because I am also one of the delegates. Something was delegated to me. Do you know what it is?
Okay, I don't know.
So don't tell me about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS. Tell me about the coastal region, please.
That's good. That's what I'm telling you about Ekpa. And Ekpa simply means that from time to time, these things should happen. So if you are not working according to that interval, I should be able to know.
There is nothing like interval. Listen to me. There is nothing like interval other than target is the ball. Our eye is on the ball, and the ball is the freedom of Biafra people. So whatever anything delegated to anybody is targeted at getting Biafra, right? So am I preaching Arewa Republic?
I said, are you aware there is strategy in getting it?
How can you be asking me if I am aware? Am I doing something different?
I'm not. What I'm saying now, we're not supposed to be saying it more for people to understand all this shit. You understand something? But
you are not supposed to. First of all, you are not supposed to come here and start asking me about Mazi, if I'm aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu delegated some people. That you speak to the lawyer, you ask. You don't need to come here and tell me that.
I have to tell you.
You don't need to tell me, because I am an inner caucus. You don't need to tell me that. So ask me a question. Ask me a question that is relevant, not question about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu delegating somebody.
I've just asked you. You said you already carried Costa Rica on. No problem.
Yes, we did. Yes, yes, we are doing that.
You're going to declare Biafra. You're going to fight. And then I asked you. I said, will it be nice that the Southern Nigeria turn weapons against themselves? Because I watch the internet and I see the way IPOB. I'm not a member of IPOB. I see the way IPOB turn against themselves on the internet.
You are not a member. You are not a member of IPOB, and you are sending a lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he responded to you.
Kanu does not only deal with IPOB people.
I didn't know that. So you communicate with him, and you are not a IPOB member.
It's not an argument. I didn't come here to argue.
No, you are already arguing. So do you communicate with him and you are not a IPOB member?
With the lawyer?
Both with the lawyer and both with Mazinam Dekano.
Of course.
You see?
And I sent a message.
All right. So you communicate with him.
And I said I communicated with Khan. I'm not an IPOB member.
Yes.
I support his cause. It's as simple as that.
You support his cause.
And so, for freedom.
Yes. And you are worried that Southern Nigeria will turn against each other.
Because I'm saying to you now, listen to me very clear. Maybe you need to pass the message.
Pass the message to who?
To everybody, kind of like everybody listening to you, so that they can understand that the Southern Nigeria is not supposed to turn weapons against themselves. They need to come together.
They need to come together.
Because
are we not together? Those who want exit from Nigeria, are we not together?
I don't think so, because there's a lot of division. I can see a lot of division.
Are you not divided in your own family? Are you in good terms with everybody in your family?
I don't have to be in good terms with everybody.
That is the principles of life. You don't need to. You see, let me tell you, the condition when Biafra will be declared, the condition will unite everybody. So now it is uncertainty. A lot of people believe, a lot of people don't believe. So when you see yourself in Biafra, you are going to succumb by force, whether you like it or not. And if you don't want to succumb, you fight now. So when you fight, when you get tired, you are going to embrace Biafra. Thank you very much. All right. We're going to bring more people. Welcome to the program. You're welcome to the program.
Good day, good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning.
Please let me respond a little bit to this guy that just spoke now. I'm not challenging him, but I want to throw small light to him. I believe he's from Niger Delta, or that.
No, he's from Edo State.
He's from Edo State.
He's from Edo State. He sound like one of them.
They are just the same thing. But these people always sound as if there is a barrier or between them and the freedom fighters of Biafra. They always sound like this. If he is interested in this Biafra struggle, why don't he organize the people that he is thinking that is fighting against themselves? Why don't he stand like you as a person? Since he's interested, why don't he stand as a person to organize those people to approach us? Must it be you approaching them? Must it be Biafrans approaching them in this issue? Mazinam Dekano did all his good when he was outside to bring these people together. But they are always complaining that there will be inflation, that they will be influenced. So what do they want us to do to bring them together? What exactly do he want? He should have said, what exactly do he want? Should we go and kneel down to them to come together? Should we go and kneel down for them to come together? How long should we preach to them to come to us, to come together or unite? Let them bring something to the table. Nothing. They are not bringing anything. They are saying, come together, come together, come together. Must we go to them to bring them together? He is not making any point. He is from there. He should have organized his people and tell them why this guy is doing the rightful thing. So let us join them. That's what he's supposed to do. And when they come and we refuse, or you refuse to accept them, that's when he's supposed to complain. But he's not doing that. I think this guy is an agent. I don't think he's not a genius.
No, when we see them, we need to also address them very well and respond to them. And let me tell you, because
you knew you caught him on the leg. With the questions you're asking him, he said he sent agent to the DSS dungeon to see our leader. And when you ask him questions, he said, I told him. He himself said he's not an IPOB member. So what gave him the impetus to go and see our leader in the dungeon?
Anyway,
I have a question before this guy called.
Go ahead.
I've not called for a long time. Okay, thank you, my brother. One of my questions is this: we sincerely believe that there will be no election in BIAFRALAND come 2023. But there is this program they had in Aba. They had in Aba this week, where Governor Kezi Bazo and Enyendeba, where they have a kind of a gathering. And there were these youths, there were people trooping on that ground, and we saw these banners. So why should we allow banners to be posted in BIAFRALAND for this election?
Well, you know, we are not wasting our resources, okay? And our eye is on the ball, okay? We don't want to waste anything. We don't want to waste anything. We know our target, so they can continue to do whatever they are doing. We have banned political activities of Nigeria in Biafra land, and that ban is still in effect. So let them continue. We know what we are doing.
It's in effect, but when they continue doing this thing like this, they are confusing our.
Like you should just listen. Like I said it now, that it is still in effect, like as we said it. Nothing have changed. So anybody who wants to continue can continue. Just take it the way I say it.
Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Now, 2023 is around the corner. So I pray. My knees are always on the ground that we are living this. How do I describe Nigeria? No word again. You have said everything that the way to describe this Nigeria. Well, let me give chance for others to speak.
Thank you very much.
Again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And also remember that some OB people are not happy, and they are all from this Benin, those states.
Many of them are going out.
So and they are not supporting Obi because they love Obi. They are supporting Obi because of this Biafra.
No way. There was this program this girl Aisha had on yesterday or 2 days ago. Have you listened to that?
No.
Okay, if you have time, you listen. There's one good program she did.
Okay, I will try to see if I can find it.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. If not, I will send you a link.
Okay, you can send the link as well.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We are going to take one more call and then we end it because this is already 3 a.m. here and I need to sleep as well. Welcome to the program. Good morning.
Odogu Simon.
Ndewo.
Ekusiada.
Onado ofuma ndewo.
Ekene diri Chukwu.
Ya dịkwara gị.
Go
ahead.
Yes, Simon. You know, we have a target in 2023 to exit Nigeria.
Yes.
And our target is to use this election thing they are planning.
Yes.
So that got me thinking. Simogo, I've been thinking because on the time, these people can cancel this election. Say now I'm an election. Then my question, if that be the case, they cancel this 2023 election. What are we going to do? Do we still have that opportunity to declare Biafra?
When we get there, when we get to that bridge, we are going to cross it.
Okay, I got that. Maybe, but yeah, I thought as much. So please, can I ask my second question?
Go ahead.
Yes, my second question is, because this thing has been bothering me. This question on Nigeria, now the very, very personal to me. His job is to get us Biafra. That when he gets us Biafra, he will step aside. That he's not interested in any position or to be whatever in Biafra. Then you, Simon, in well interest, or are you following the same line of Onyendu as in Enwete Biafra? Are you going to step aside also, or are you going to be involved in whatever we are going to do?
I will not only get Biafra, I will get involved because I have a lot of things to offer.
Yes, you know why I asked you this question?
No.
I was going to still talk to Mazin Nandekano personally, any dog in my program, to beg him not to leave. Because we need you guys. Because who know what I like Biafra now, happens like Biafra, then step aside. Okay, hope Biafra. No, we need you guys because you guys are the ones, that knows what it takes to build a nation. I was even expecting you to tell me that you are going to step aside so that I will even kneel down now and beg you. And
No. I will get involved. There are a lot of things that we have to offer. Even Onyendu. So you don't even need to bother. You don't need to bother about that because we are going to get involved. We are going to get involved to make sure that the dream Biafra we fought for and fighting for, we're gonna get it. So we're gonna get involved.
You've really made my day for this. I mean, because this has been bothering me. I said, how you know so we got the whole none of time on the step outside because on our Muhammad Abbas, Kaya Hapozelo, this in
let me tell you, when a nation is declared or you get independent, it is completely a different ballgame. It's not social media or this agitation. No. It's completely different. The people that will make things happen are not even seen anywhere yet.
Yeah, that's true. You're very correct. Yeah, exactly.
So forget all this you see everywhere. Nothing. It's completely a different thing.
Okay. Because
No. Let me tell you. The people that when in the first 2 months of this Biafra, there may be some kind of issues and all that, but after that, you are going to see things as they're going to take shape.
Thank God. Thank God.
Thank you very much.
I'm very happy for this. Thank you very much.
There we. All right, we're going to stop here because this is very late here. Thank you very much for being part of this program. If you do not talk today, you are going to talk tomorrow. I will also question and answer tomorrow probably, so that those who have a question can, and we are expecting the OB people to call as well, so that we can talk and exchange some ideas and all that. So thank you very much for being part of the program. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless Mazinam Dekano. May God bless on the Igbo. May God bless our Omada, our media team, and all of you. May God bless our Eastern Security Network and our alliances. May God bless you watching and supporting the program. All of you, I say, may God bless you. From here, from me, is good evening.